Hello, hi, thank you so much for tuning in. So Hollywood is on fire. It's drowning in baby oil and someone set it on fire and there's no stopping it. Hello, thank you so much for being here. I know you're confused. Let me give you a little summary of the case if you don't know what happened, because you like to live life peacefully out of, outside of the absolute shitstorm that this world is turning into. And I mean, internet is just one big shitstorm, so we know that. Okay, Hollywood on fire, literal fire. Okay, maybe not literal fire, but it's okay. People in Hollywood are feeling the heat. I imagine that like right about now, quite a few A-list celebrities are feeling the heat, and it's getting hotter. It's turning into hell flames, hellfire. It's hellfire calling. You know, let them, but we're gonna let them saute a little bit, but eventually some of these big names are gonna be deep fried. To be clear, everything that we're gonna talk about today is, aside from the content of the actual indictment document, found in the actual indictment document, all of the other things I'm gonna talk about today are alleged, okay, allegedly. So, hello, big important Hollywood agents and lawyers, big names, and big lawyer attorney agencies, whatever it's called, law firms. You can put your keyboards down, you can put your pens down, save those cease and desist letters for someone else, also within your jurisdiction, because your funny little papers won't reach where you're not eligible to practice law. Just saying. I know that people get like freaked out by cease and desist letters, but it's just like, yeah, I'm kind of on the other side of the world. Like, the best I can do is like fold your cease and desist letter into a paper plane, and send it back to you. I don't know, maybe. I mean, that could be fun. Listen, if I do receive a cease and desist letter or email, I swear to God, I'm gonna print it out and I'm gonna do a stream during that stream, I'm just gonna do a hand cam and I'm gonna be doing origami with that letter, because like that's all it can do to me. You can make a paper plane? Yeah! Oh my God, my new job pays more. Oh, okay, Dorothy, I saw your message. I saw your message that you can't tune into, to see the weekend streams, but that's okay. Congratulations on getting a new job and good luck. And I hope you like it. I hope it's awesome, and yeah, like do your best. And I hope you do well. And I hope it pays well and everything else. That will be the best stream ever. I know, right? Like, I swear to God, like if I started receiving cease and desist letters from like all over the world, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm kind of in a different country, so like the best I can do is like fold it into a paper crane. I don't know, like maybe it's gonna fly. Eric, thank you so much for being a member for 18 months. Didn't one of the tapes get stolen? Sona? Hey, I didn't steal nothing, okay? Didn't steal nothing. Okay. But, yes, Hollywood, the Diddy Tapes, I can't say that with a straight face. The Diddy Tapes are real. Even if they weren't leaked, they weren't like revealed to the public, they are real, because police actually recovered over 90 cell phones from his home in Miami or wherever, from his homes. That's just 90 cell phones. 90, like let that sink in. 90 cell phones and other devices like laptops, like hard drives, like cloud accounts. Apparently, like they recovered that. So there's a lot of data there. There is a lot to go over, to look through. A lot of messages, a lot of videos, a lot of pictures. There's gonna be a lot that is on those devices, and the wheels are spinning, okay? And the fire is spreading. I don't know, like some celebrities are feeling it, and you can tell by looking at how they're behaving on the internet. Some of them deleted their posts, some of them like wiped their accounts clean. Some of them were very oddly silent, even though Diddy was not too long ago like one of their besties. So we're gonna talk about that. How the fuck does one keep up with 90 phones? Also, why? Well, I don't know if the, okay, to be fair, like, I don't know, I'm not sure if it's like the laptops and other devices are included in like this the number 90, but still 90 laptops and cell phones and other like hard drives and whatnot, like that's a lot. But yeah, like, no, like I saw that articles usually specify that, oh, it's 90 cell phones. But okay, you know, we're gonna talk about it. So today we're tackling the case. Wait, let me. One day. Okay, I'm gonna hide this. Yeah. Okay, so today we're talking about a case that has rocked both the music industry, Hollywood, and the legal world. The federal indictment of Sean Diddy Combs. Just over a year ago, mind you. Oh, yes, that's wonderful. I didn't change my music because my music has to be scary too. Okay, we have scary music. Wait, now also, why am I kind of like? That's gonna be super weird, but hi, this is me. All right, we're good. Fabian, thank you so much for the super. We didn't start the fire. It was the baby oil. Now it's all been spoiled. Blaming this Diddy guy. Seriously, baby oil. And I mean 1,000 bottles of baby oil. You guys have seen it. I mean, you guys know the news. But 1,000 bottles of baby oil or whatever, like lubricants, were recovered from his house as well. And there's a rumor that those are not... This is not baby oil. That's not just like baby oil or lube. It's not. It's apparently some kind of drug like ecstasy or something. I'm not 100% sure, but I saw like allegedly there some people are saying like, yeah, this might be, because why would FBI take baby oil? Why? What do they need it for? If they don't have a suspicion, they're not suspecting that this is not baby oil and something else, and it could be drugged. It could be spiked with like drugs that, you know, that were used during parties. Okay. So what? Yeah. Like apparently there's a rumor circulating that this wasn't a baby oil, because there wouldn't be a reason, right? Like for federal agents to take 1,000 bottles of just straight up baby oil. Like if they were 100% sure that this is just, I should stop saying baby oil, but baby oil. Yeah, then, you know, they most likely suspected that this is not just your regular lube, and there's something more to it, and they took it in to test it. Probably the first time you're doing a case on a living person. Well, not really. I mean, you know, like in every single one of my cases, there's some people who are alive. Yeah, like there's a lot of people there's a lot of cases where the person in question is dead, but yeah, there's a few. They better not have tasted it. Oh no. Like this, I don't know. Like how should I know? Anyway. Okay. So just over a year ago, Diddy was, I mean, still is one of the biggest names in hip hop, and he was honored in Times Square like over a year ago, just last year. He received the keys to New York City, and today the same artist finds himself in the middle of a federal investigation. Diddy, as he's widely known, is now facing 3 serious federal charges. So there's... Hold up, because... Also, Bacon, thank you so much for the super. 100 bottles of beer on the wall. Now it's 1,000 bottles of lube on the wall. Jesus. Oh, you guys are just like... Why? Why are you making me laugh? This is a serious case. Okay, so he's facing 3 charges. I'm gonna like run you over the, like the case overall, and then we're gonna get to who's involved possibly, who's been behaving very weirdly, who is probably the victim or victims that are also famous household names, and a suspicious death behind and tied to Diddy. Or, I mean, there's like a shooting, there's a death, there is some very, very suspicious stuff that are going on, that happened around Diddy. And now all those clips did not age well, where he's like, you know, giving interviews and talking about his parties. That didn't age well. Okay. So charges. Okay, so he's facing 3 main federal charges: racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transporting individuals for the purpose of prostitution. These accusations stem from a growing list of claims against him, ranging from drug possession to sexual abuse. So how did it come to this? The Southern District of New York has stepped in, aiming to deliver justice to the alleged victims who say that Diddy used his influence, wealth, and power to control them, both personally and professionally. Here's the opening point. This is the opening. Okay, so here's the opening point of the 14-page long indictment, against Diddy. Quote, "For decades," and I'm just gonna refer to him as Diddy, "for decades, Diddy, the defendant, abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, Diddy relied on the employees, resources, and influence of the multifaceted, faceted, business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice." Holy shit, I forgot about arson. What the heck? Oh yeah, there was that. There was something. So many of these accusations against Diddy have been circulating for months. It all started last November when Cassandra Ventura, known as Cassie, and you might know her, she's a singer. She filed a lawsuit against Diddy alleging years of emotional, physical, and sexual abuse. And well, there's a video showing Diddy physically attacking Cassie in like one of the floors of a fancy hotel, and he's like in a towel and he just like beats her up. I think I have this video somewhere. Oh yeah, I do have this video, Jesus Christ, okay. Let me play this video because it's, honestly, it is disturbing. Yeah, there's like arson charges. I didn't know about that, but yeah, the elevator slash like one of the floors, but like by the elevator, so like lobby elevator. But yeah, it's happening. Wait, okay, so this is the video. Let's look at that.
Obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to
Jesus,
match
and he
those
dragged her away?
in this video. There is no audio.
Dude, I didn't. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. Yeah, I never watched it till the end, or at least till that point, because I was just like, this is horrible. This is, what the fuck? But that is additionally horrible. What a piece of shit. Yeah, so this happened last November. The dragging, like he dragged her on the floor. I wasn't paying attention. I was just like, okay, well, there was this video. I just saw I usually saw like a very short clip of it. Never got to the part where he's like dragging her on the floor and dragging her away from the elevators. Jesus Christ. Well, the video isn't pretty. That's what happened. Though, so that lawsuit was actually settled just a few days after it was filed, and even though that happened, it was settled, right? Like settled. The floodgates opened. Since then, multiple allegations of sex trafficking, drug use, and violence have emerged, leading to federal involvement. I mean, it is serious when feds raid your houses and yeah, you are taken to federal prison. It's not good. So this March, Homeland Security agents, as I said, raided Diddy's home in Miami and Los Angeles, seizing a mountain of evidence, apparently. As I said, like as I mentioned before, like 90 cell phone and electronic devices and hard drives and cloud accounts and whatever else, and baby oil. Just bathing in baby oil for whatever reason. Okay. So at the time, we only knew that these raids were linked to a possible sex trafficking investigation, but now we have a clear picture of what's going on. Fast forward to just last week, Diddy was officially arrested in New York. His legal team claims that he had been preparing for this moment, staying in Manhattan for nearly 2 weeks in anticipation of the charges being filed. Oh, how nice of him. How nice to, you know, move to New York and stay, be like, yes, I am prepared. You can arrest me whenever. I am ready. How very nice of him that they didn't have to, you know, go. I mean, they still went to California, but, you know, no, how nice. Anyway, so Diddy's defense is working to kind of portray him as cooperative, but the U.S. Attorney's Office seems less convinced. Also, cooperative can be, you know, let me say, interpreted in different ways. You can be cooperative by, yeah, letting yourself be arrested, sure, but that's where your cooperation ends. Like, oh, then you stop talking or something, and you don't do anything, right? Like, or you actually aren't cooperative. You're not turning in evidence, or you're not saying anything. Then yeah, like, then you're not cooperative. The only cooperation he did so far is, as far as I know, is like letting himself be arrested. That's it. Moved to New York and proceeded to chill with his family for weeks. Yeah, like that, you know, he was just like, oh yeah, there's no way. Oh, I'm just gonna party for a week and we'll see. So let's dive into the actual indictment. Diddy is facing, again, 3 charges: racketeering, sex trafficking by force and coercion, and transporting people for prostitution. Racketeering in particular is a charge usually associated with organized crime, so it's not implying that Diddy didn't act alone and it was like an organized enterprise, basically a criminal enterprise, right? The indictment details how Diddy allegedly ran a criminal enterprise, leveraging his employees and associates to help him in his illegal activities. We're talking about a network that includes security staff, assistants, and other close people to Diddy who reportedly helped facilitate everything from drug deals to the trafficking of women for sex. So this isn't just about like one incident or one crime. It's about a pattern of criminal behavior involving multiple people over a long period of time. The inclusion of sex trafficking charges brings a federal aspect to it, which means harsher sentences and more resources at the disposal of prosecutors, and that's good because obviously, like, they need all the resources, all the warrants and you know, clearance to, or access to Diddy. So yeah, they have resources. They have the right to investigate him. So one of the most disturbing revelations involved what the indictment calls free-cuffs, right? You guys probably know about this, free-cuffs, which were those like elaborate organized sex parties that Diddy allegedly orchestrated. Again, everything is alleged. Well, I mean, aside from the indictment, but everything else is alleged. And I'm gonna get to the everything is alleged part. These events, these freak-offs, reportedly involved commercial sex workers and victims who were manipulated into participating through intimidation, threats, and drug use. So they were drugged. I mean, you know, the indictment describes how Combs would allegedly record these acts without the victim's knowledge and afterward provide them with IV fluids. I mean, we've heard this. right? Like, oh, by the way, like, we've heard this. I know, I saw a clip of one celebrity talking about it. I don't have this clip because I lost it. I don't know where I might actually find it, but one celebrity, very well-known celebrity from a very well-known family, clan, if you will, that has a reality TV show. I will not specify because cease and desist letters. I will specify later. If I find the clip, then you guys will see. But she did mention going to Diddy's party. Everyone was buck naked. And then, oh, afterwards everyone got an IV fluid, right? So, Charlie Sheen, I mean, he was probably there, I don't know. Cough. Cough. Certain family cough. I'll get to that. Typhoon, hi. A naked party? Well, she did specify. She did specifically said, like, oh, this was a Diddy's party. I flew over in, like, at 5 a.m. Private jet, flew over 5 a.m. And everyone, or half of the people were buck naked. Gee, I wonder why they were buck naked. And also, yeah, like she was saying, like, oh, you know, and later we got, like, IVs to recover, right? To help them recover from the physical toll. Okay, so here's another part of the official indictment. There's an official document that is available. Like if you Google Diddy indictment PDF document, you'll be able to find the whole thing. But I just kind of copied, right? Like I just screenshotted like relevant parts to this stream. Okay. So this is the next part. At all times relevant to this indictment, Diddy, the defendant, engaged in a persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse towards women and other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As part of his pattern of abuse comes manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with male commercial sex workers. At times, Diddy and others acting at his direction, made arrangements for women and commercial sex workers to fly to Diddy's location. Diddy ensured participation from the women by, among other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them, controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, and threatening to cut off the same, and using intimidation and violence. Oh my god, what a piece of shit. I mean, I read this, but holy shit. I'm sure there's like a lot more. I didn't read the whole like 14 pages because it's a lot. But the parts that I did read, it's scary. Okay. I love how one of his nicknames is Love. Yeah. Okay. Physical abuse by Diddy, the defendant. I'm just gonna say the defendant. Physical abuse by the defendant was recurrent and widely known. On numerous occasions from at least in or about 2009 and continuing for years, Diddy assaulted women by, among other things, striking, punching, dragging, this is in reference to Cassie, dragging, throwing objects at, and kicking them. What a piece of shit. This is not in the document, but I shall add it. These assaults were at times witnessed by others and included one instance at a Los Angeles hotel. So yeah, again, Cassie Ventura, in or about March 26. Oh, wait, maybe that's actually, was it March or November? March 2016. Well, I guess March 2016, which was captured on video and later publicly recorded, where Sean Diddy kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a woman as she was attempting to leave. Okay, so it was March. Never mind. I mixed it up. I thought it was like November for some reason. Okay. As she was attempting to leave. When a member of the hotel security staff intervened, Diddy attempted to bribe the staff member to ensure silence. Diddy's violence was also not limited to these women. It extended to his employees, witnesses to his abuse, and others. So yeah, he was, oh, absolutely. Like that's one of the like aspects of this case between like him and Cassie Ventura, that like after the assault happened and he knew that there was a video, he just basically paid off. He was trying to bribe and paid off some of the staff members, security, to keep quiet so that the charges are dropped. Like, we know that this didn't go far. Like, they were, you know, it was withdrawn. The lawsuit was withdrawn, or charges were withdrawn. But that's because Cassie was scared. At least, like, according to her friends and people close to her, like, she was just scared. She was simply scared, and she was like, you know what, this is not, I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, he apparently bribed some people to keep quiet. So it's important to note that these allegations also echo claims made by this guy, Rodney Little Rod Jones, who is a former producer for Diddy, who previously filed a lawsuit accusing him of similar misconduct. Diddy has pled not guilty to all charges. And, of course, and his legal team is actually fighting for his release on bail. Sure. Totally not a flight risk, but okay. So the conditions are as follows. They've proposed, the defense team proposed a $50 million bond backed by the equity in Diddy's Miami home, among other conditions, including house arrest and GPS monitoring. Despite these assurances, federal prosecution argued that Diddy is a flight risk and poses a threat to the community, because he does, and he would, and surely not a flight risk, and will not attempt to use his connections to somehow get out of the country, get out of the situation, to avoid a mountain of charges, not to mention the possibility of pulling an Epstein. I mean, right now, he's on, like, suicide watch for the past few days. Just saying, trust him, bro. But the defense team is like, no, just trust him. Trust him, bro. Trust us. Like, we're gonna make sure that he doesn't run away. Even though he has connections, even though he still has money, even though he could absolutely do it. Listen, if Anna Delvey, aka Anna Sorokin, aka the fake heiress, can be on the Dancing with the Stars suddenly, Diddy can pull off just skipping the country. You know, but it is what it is. Trust us, bro. Exactly, trust us. Trust him. Trust him. He's a trustworthy individual. Never broke the law, right? Like, oh, he's a model citizen. He will never ever run away, right? Cut the connections. Seriously. Oh my god. Yeah, like, did you guys know that the girl who was, like, pretending to be a you know, she was a fake heiress, and Anna Delvey, I did talk about it, like, way back, but she actually is now, while she was in prison, you know, she scammed hotels, like 5-star hotels around the world, and mansions and whatnot, out of, like, thousands of dollars, pretending to be rich, and now she's gonna be competing on the Dancing with the Stars. Like, what have we come to? Where did this world come to? Jesus Christ. Wonderful. I don't know. It's crazy. Okay. So, you know, the prosecutors also highlighted Diddy's history of trying to obstruct justice, referencing incidents. Well, I mean, not only the fact that he was trying to bribe people not to talk about Cassie and that incident, you know, like, that's the 2016 incident, right? Like, where he assaulted Cassie in the hotel lobby / elevator area, and then he was just, like, paying off staff. So that's a history of definitely some illegal stuff, definitely attempting to avoid charges. What makes this case particularly complex and infuriating is that it's not just about Diddy's actions, but the extensive network he's alleged to have operated. The indictment refers to a variety of crimes committed by Diddy's associates, even if they're not formally charged yet, because they're not. None of them were named in this indictment. No one is named, aside from, I guess, like, one victim. I don't know if it's Cassie. I don't think Cassie is named in this. No one is, like, named by name, like, mentioned by name. It's like victim 1 or something. Like, no one is specifically brought up. So the prosecution has hinted that additional charges or co-conspirators could emerge as the investigation continues. And here's the part that talks about it. So this one is: the defendant used the Combs business, including certain employees, to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse and commercial sex. Those employees, including security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors and other close associates, acted as Diddy's intermediaries, and their conduct was facilitated by and assisted by Combs's control of the Combs business. So there are gonna be names eventually, not now, but there are gonna be names. Names are gonna start dropping, and you know, like, they will start dropping some names. That's why certain people are panicking. Certain people are behaving in a strange way, and fans are confused. They're like, why are you, if you're not guilty, what's happening? Where is your, you know, loyalty to your buddy? If he's your friend, or why are you not making a statement that, hey, this is horrible, I don't wanna, yeah, like, I cannot believe that I've been a friend of this guy, you know, like, but we have silence. There will be names, and I'm not only talking about Hollywood, I'm also talking about politics. Like, apparently there's a lot of people not in the entertainment industry, but in actual politics. So actual, you know, policymakers that are, well, may or may not be involved, allegedly. Again, I'm just saying everything is alleged, because everything is. All right. And then there's this. From at least in or about 2008 through on or about the date of the filing of this indictment, the defendant and others, known and unknown, were members and associates of a criminal organization, members and associates of the Combs enterprise, engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other activities, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics, offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. I mean, it's repeating itself a lot, but yeah, well, there's you know, there's a lot of that. So what's next for Diddy? If convicted of all these charges, the 54-year-old faces a minimum of 15 years in prison. This is a minimum, with the potential for a life sentence. Well, if he did all those horrible things that are, you know, alleged, like circulating on the internet, if he did all of that, then he absolutely deserves to be in prison for a long, long time. His defense team is, again, like, oh, painting this picture of a man willing to cooperate and highlighting how he, you know, used to work for charities, donate to charities, and long-standing ties to his community, and how he's so philanthropic. I don't know how to pronounce that, but yes, he's a philanthropist. And like, what does that have to do with anything? Dude, like, if you were running a sex trafficking operation, yeah, like Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell were also running a charity. They were also supporting charitable causes. Like, so what? They were monsters. I love when at these times, I love when people who are at the, I mean, you know, if he's not guilty, then he's not guilty. Then it's gonna be proven in, you know, the court of law. But at the same time, I really love how, like, high profile cases like this one, when it's a famous person, the defense immediately jumps to, like, oh, but look, he was so good, or she was so good, oh, you know, like, donated to charity. So what? You can still be a monster and donate to charity. Al Capone, my bro. Jesus, it's been ages since I've had a ice cream. What? I'm willing to cooperate because he's so on the hook. Yeah, he's so, like, he's so fucked. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. Innocent until proven guilty. Even though I'm kind of leaning towards, yeah, he's guilty. Even though I'm leaning towards that, like, yeah, fair is fair. Innocent until proven guilty. we'll see what's gonna come out, you know, when this goes to trial. Okay, but let's talk about the possible victims and possible accomplices, possible people in Diddy's circle that were either victims of his operation or they were actively participating. As we delve deeper into this, what's becoming a growing topic of concern is how Diddy's actions may have impacted young up-and-coming artists, because he worked with some very, very young artists that are now household names. And, you know, they were under his mentorship. And it's not looking good. There are videos, and it's definitely not looking good. So one major name that stands out is the R&B legend Usher. We know Usher, you know Usher. So Usher, who was just 13 years old when he first started working with Diddy, lived with him for about a year. Like, literally, where are the parents? Holy shit. What is happening? What is going on? Like, in these cases, when this happens, I'm like, where are the parents? Where was he? Why was a 13-year-old living with a stranger? Like, did you not feel that, oh, maybe it's better if he lives with his family and, like, yeah, okay, like, meets the producer or Diddy in a studio and work together while a parent is watching, while someone is, like, supervising there, because, I don't know. Like, why are you trusting, like, okay, maybe, like, not with a supervisor in the studio, but, like, at least, like, don't let him, like, live with a stranger. 13-year-old. 13! Okay, so he lived with Diddy for about a year. He opened up about this in a 2016 interview with Howard Stern, and the way he described, you know, that time, I mean, leaves us with more questions than answers, as usual in those cases. So let me play this particular interview. It is uncomfortable. It's very, like, his answer is very uncomfortable. It's very disturbing. I mean, it's very clear that he's not very comfortable with, like, what happened back then, and he's not really, like, he doesn't want to obviously delve, like, you know, go into details. But let me play this.
Moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, you know, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I went to see the lifestyle, and I saw it, but I don't know if I could indulge in or understand what I was looking at. Yeah, because he was 13, and also when the interviewers actually asked him, like, hey, but if you were to now, like, you have children, would you let your children do the same? And he just immediately responded with, hell no, absolutely not. What the fuck? No. Like, nope. So yeah, it was, you know, obviously he didn't specify as much. Yeah, he talked about, like, who was there, Lil' Kim, Biggie Smalls, whatever. But yeah, no, that's not a thing that a 13-year-old should be seeing. I mean, it's clear that Usher, even years later, still, you know, kind of struggles to fully articulate the experience. I mean, for legal reasons too, but wow. Okay, now, to be clear, there are no allegations in the indictment about minors being involved in any criminal conduct with Combs, even though there are rumors. Also, Shai Shai, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Congratulations to everyone who got the membership. But this is wild. This is absolutely insane. So yeah, like the indictment doesn't mention any children, any minors being involved in any of those freak-offs, right? But as we know, there are things circulating. Plus, on top of it, we have those like young, underage, up-and-coming artists like Usher, like another name that I'm gonna mention, that were very much involved with Diddy, and they were in his circle, they were under his mentorship, and well, there are videos that show that some things happened and they were not, it doesn't seem like they were good things, so, you know, we're gonna talk about that. Well, Usher's remarks suggest that the environment Diddy created wasn't exactly kid-friendly, and that leads us to wonder like what else might have been going on behind the scenes, because a lot was going on behind the scenes. That Usher thing made me remember in Game of Thrones when Bran saw the and it was like and thought they were just fighting. Oh yeah, that's true. They're like, oh, I think he thought they were fighting, right? Like fighting. We all know that scene. Did he do it? Oh god, yes. Sorry, did he do it? That was bound to happen. I know. I was expecting the joke to happen in the chat today. If a home isn't safe for kids, it's not a home. Absolutely. Plus, it wasn't his home. It was like his, I don't know, like his parents just let him live with it. I don't know. I kind of like want to know the reasoning behind this. Like, why did they let their child live with a complete stranger for a year? Why? Like, it's not a boarding school. It's not like like, okay, things happen even in a boarding school. I know, like, okay, there's different scenarios, right? Like, it's just because your child is in a boarding school at 13 doesn't mean nothing bad can happen, you know, like, yeah, it's a possibility. But at least, like, oh, boarding school, it's a school. So, you know, they are professionals that are taking care of the kids, right? But here it was just, it's show business. It's show business, it's entertainment business. You know, there's drugs, there's alcohol involved. Very much so. Like, it's wild. It's crazy business. And like, how do you allow your teenage son to... But okay, I don't want to put the blame on the parents. Like, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just questioning, like, why? Same with, like, you know, Michael Jackson situation. Which, by the way, now people are saying like, oh, Michael Jackson was innocent, and it was actually like, oh, he was, I don't know, like that's like wild rumors. I have no idea. I didn't look into Michael Jackson's situation, but there are some rumors that, oh, he was trying to get kids away from Diddy. But I'm like, really? I don't know. It was also a similar situation. Like, parents would like send their kids to Michael Jackson's mansion and let them stay there, and I'm like, what, with a stranger? Like, why? In a strange home, a stranger who is in the music industry, like, I don't know. Well, yeah, well, I mean, we'll see what comes out. Okay, so what's going on here? There's a lot of speculation about the kinds of interactions that Diddy had with younger stars, and well, it's still unclear if these incidents will ever come into the legal case, because as for now, they are not part of this legal case. They certainly paint a picture of his lifestyle during this period, and you know, they raise some questions for sure. One of the hardest things in investigations like this is understanding the mindset of the person involved. Diddy's defense may very well claim that everything that happened was consensual. He might, you know, like, he might argue, Diddy might argue, and Diddy's team might argue, like, well, this is the celebrity lifestyle. This is the culture. It's wild, it's glamorous, and this is how we live. And, you know, like, oh, you have to, if you want to be in this industry, you have to adapt, right? Like, oh, this is just the lifestyle. Like, he just didn't understand. But what happens when you bring into question the age of consent or the ability to consent when someone is under the influence of alcohol, of drugs. Like, this is where the prosecution will have a strong argument. Like, also, you know, are you able to consent if you're on drugs or under the influence of alcohol? Absolutely not. Like, if you're pissed drunk, like, even adults, pissed drunk, well, first of all, like, to begin with, like, if you're a minor, you shouldn't be pissed drunk. Ever. Like, that's not, no. But even as an adult, like, oh, if you're pissed drunk, can you consent to it? I think, not really. Like, if you're half out of it, not really. I mean, if that celebrity is a child, absolutely not. Back off, access denied. No such thing as this is just celebrity lifestyle. That's criminal lifestyle. If you're explaining this, your actions towards a celebrity who is a minor by this is just celebrity lifestyle, then no, it's not. It's just criminal. What's his idea of consent? I don't think he has an idea. I don't think the concept of consent is actually familiar to him. It's not. Yeah, and when I scrolled down, this drama people defended him if he did. Age of consent is 16. And what the fuck? I'm like, oh, you mean like the Dr. Disrespect? Oh, that's a messy, that's also a messy situation. Technically it was like settled. Was it settled legally? Because I don't even know. Was it? I think it was. I think there was something like I don't know. I didn't like dive into it. I didn't even want to like open that one. But this one is serious. Let's go back to this one. So Diddy is accused of drugging people during the so-called freak-offs. So again, massive parties, according to reports. The problem is, if you're drugged, can you really give consent? And no, you cannot. Jesus. Like, why? So another artist who was very, very young when he got involved with Diddy is this pop superstar, Justin Bieber. I mean, everyone knows Justin Bieber. Now, Bieber wasn't mentioned again by name in this indictment either, but a lot of people have raised eyebrows at a particular video from 2009 when Bieber was just 15 years old. This is the video. This is a screenshot from that video, and the video was titled 48 Hours with Diddy. And Bieber is seen hanging out with Diddy, living a life that most teens could only dream of, but it's unsettling given these allegations, and also it's just well, he looks very uncomfortable, so there's that. I'm gonna play that video. Wait, let me play the video. I think I have this. Yeah, I do have it. Okay, so let's play this video.
And you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
What is going on? This is horrible. First of all, legal guardianship of Usher. I did not know about this. That it was to this extent. What the fuck? Why? Well, he seemed didn't seem happy that he doesn't have legal guardianship of Justin Bieber, but for 48 hours in an undisclosed location that they cannot disclose, they will go full on crazy, apparently. Bruh. What the fuck? Okay, so this was around the same time mentioned in the indictment when, you know, like a lot of things happened. A lot of those freak-offs happened. And though nothing in the video is criminal in itself, incriminating in itself. The context of Bieber being, you know, in Diddy's world or in Diddy's custody for like 48 hours doing God knows what is concerning. What's even more troubling is that Bieber's own discomfort like seems very clear in this and other videos, especially a video from a year later, and it's very uncomfortable to watch, you guys. I'm gonna play that video, but let me tell you, it is uncomfortable to watch. This is a year later, when a year or two later, I think it's just a year later, when they meet again. And I think during that year, like after the 48 hours with Diddy video, like he kind of, Justin Bieber wanted to distance himself, allegedly. Everything allegedly, by the way. But he wanted to distance himself from Diddy. And well, this meeting, this interaction is like super uncomfortable. Let's take a look.
Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
Yeah. If that's not uncomfortable, I don't know what is, because it's super uncomfortable. And Justin seems like he's stuttering because he's just like, oh shit, like I'm being called out for this. I don't want to hang out with you. Like, it's very clear that he doesn't want to hang out with him anymore. And Diddy is just like, oh, you've changed. Oh, why? Because I distanced myself because I don't want to participate in whatever this is. And yeah, like he's just like, oh, you don't call me no more. It's like, he's 16 here. The fuck? And you're a grown-ass adult. No, he doesn't have to call you. But yeah, so Bieber has distanced himself from Diddy after that in recent years, but they did, strangely enough, they did collaborate again in 2023 on Diddy's Love album, Off the Grid. The names are just like, now it's aged like milk. It's aging like milk. All those names. Oh, Love album and Off the Grid, and just why? Just the same as, Diddy's interviews and all the clips from the interviews. I don't have all the clips. I'm not gonna play those clips here. You guys can look it up because there's a lot where he's saying like, oh, if I'm partying, if we're having freak-offs, then the doors are locked. No one can get out, and like, oh, the windows are locked so that alcohol is in the air, and like, oh, everyone is more relaxed. It's horrible. Now that we know what we know, it's horrible. Like, all those allegations, in light of all those allegations, it is absolutely terrifying to hear those clips and be like, what the fuck is going on? Aged like moldy cheese. It did, seriously. Now, this is making me question what's stopping Bieber from talking against Diddy. So, okay, so sources close to Bieber have said that he's been shocked and disturbed by the arrest, and that he had known what Diddy, had he known what Diddy was being accused of, he would have never agreed to collaborating with him, to this collaboration, this and other collaborations, right? So it seems like, oh, he didn't know, so maybe, I don't know. Well, you can question this, like, did he really not know because he was so young, like he wasn't involved in those freak-offs? Because that's a possibility, right? Like, maybe no minors were involved and no celebrities that were minors were involved. So Usher or Justin, maybe they weren't like really involved in this. Justin, maybe he wasn't involved in this, so he, he's shocked and he wouldn't have collaborated with him had he known. Or is he just trying to just stay away from this? Is he just like, okay, I don't want to be dragged into this. I don't want to be a witness. I don't want to be dragged to the trial and testify against him, or, like I just don't want this in my life. Maybe, who knows? But everything is alleged, allegedly. I know I'm gonna say this word like every 5 seconds, but allegedly, because cease and desist letters, I don't feel like, no, I could do some origami. I could learn some origami. I'm just, don't know. Would be funny. Actually, would be funny. Hit me. Okay. Now, yeah, you know, Justin claims that, oh, he's shocked and was not involved, was not, you know, that didn't know about these freak-offs, didn't know about these crazy parties. But there's another video, and that one is also pretty disturbing. So one thing we've learned about Diddy's alleged behavior is the importance of digital evidence, so videos, right? These wild parties weren't just word of mouth, they were recorded. He was recording them, audio recording, video recording. There are reports of multiple cell phones and even professional cameras being used to document these events. And as we know, once something is on video, it's hard to erase. Once something is on cloud, it's hard to, you know, once something is electronic, recorded in an electronic form, it's hard to get rid of. Even if you delete it from your device, it's still possible to recover it. So, you know, it's not that easy. On top of this, social media has begun to, you know, like, well, I mean, social media is like this gold mine of evidence. And there's this footage circulating on the internet that people started digging up because nothing, you know, everything stays on the internet. Nothing gets erased. There's no way you can, if you post something on the internet, it's gonna stay there. It's gonna be reposted. It's gonna be downloaded. It's gonna be posted somewhere else that you have no idea about, like posted to websites you've never been to. Probably my videos. Hey, hi, dark web people. Hello, dark web. Can you? Never mind. I don't want that. I don't want to go on dark web. But you know, hi. Just saying hello to everyone on dark web. Okay, so there's this video circulating of Justin Bieber at one of Diddy's gatherings, or I don't know, like it seems like this is one of Diddy's parties, maybe not the freak-offs, but like one of Diddy's some parties, and he is still a teenager in that video. And in the video he looks like he's not, you know, he's not sober. So, well, I mean, okay, to be fair, I'm not 100% sure if he's still a minor or if he's still just a teenager, but like over 18. There's this one moment, and it's gonna be weird, and it's gonna be disturbing, but there's this one moment where Diddy makes this weird motion and Justin seemed to be, for the lack of a better word, like bending down. And well, we'll see. Like there's nothing visible. Nothing is visible in this video. No nudity, nothing. But there's this one particular moment, like literally split second, when it seems very strange. So I'm gonna show you guys that video. So this is the video, right? The industry parties. This is, by the way, this is Diddy. And Justin's gonna be here somewhere. Let me roll this back. Let's look at this in slow-mo. This is Diddy bending down, fixing something like what looks like his pants. Here's Justin. That's literally his head. Justin's head. Diddy notices the camera and straightens up and fixes something here. And Justin stands up. And he kind of doesn't really look, I don't know, sober. See, and Diddy turns around. Fixing something. Again, adjusting something. So there's that. Take it as you will. Again, nothing is really visible. Nothing is really clear what is going on. He looks very confused. Yes, he does look very confused. No, stop. Oh my god. No, So yeah, the fuck, man. Absolutely. Like, I saw this video and I was just like, what did I just see? Again, nothing really is visible in this video very clearly, so I don't know what happened there. I don't know what's going on. Maybe nothing. Maybe it was just, I don't know, Justin dropped his phone on the floor and Diddy was looking down, and maybe Diddy was putting his phone in the pocket and Justin was reaching for his phone from that he just dropped on the floor, and oh no, you know, like, oh, and then camera, and it was recorded, and it was a very awkward angle, very awkward situation. That didn't look good, for sure. Okay, so further complicating matters, past allegations resurfaced about Diddy's parties being potential drug-fueled environments. A producer once claimed that guests were unknowingly drugged, with liquor bottles being replaced with cocktails containing MDMA, cocaine. This raises serious questions about the safety of those in attendance, because there was no safety, including young stars like, you know, like Usher, like Bieber, if they were attending parties. Well, I mean, you know, like there's a possibility that they were victims of a very disturbing scenario. What stands out in this whole narrative is the psychological toll it may have taken on many of those young stars involved with Diddy. Well, particularly Justin Bieber. He has publicly struggled with his mental health. Again, there is no, you know, clear information that this was because of Diddy's parties or because of his involvement with Diddy. There's no such thing. I'm just saying, like, allegedly he did struggle with his mental health. He often expressed feelings of shame and confusion about his experiences in the industry, but he didn't specify, never specified what it was about. So it might be about this, it might be about something else, or about the industry in general. Well, it's important that we recognized him as a survivor who has faced, you know, many challenges, I'm sure, just as other young stars do in this industry, because it's relentless. It is scary. I'm sure it's scary, like the big entertainment industry, because I'm technically in the entertainment industry, but I'm just a small fish in a huge pond or ocean. So so, you know, there's that. I'm pretty sure there are some very, very scary things out there. But let's hope that, you know, Justin's doing better. Prosecutors are likely digging through, right now, they're digging through all this footage, all these text messages and chats to build a case. Because, mind you, again, 90 cell phones, other devices, hard drives, cloud accounts have been recovered from Diddy's residence. And that is a lot of digital information right there. Digital forensics can uncover a lot, and when investigators dig into years worth of data, it's definitely gonna paint a clearer picture. The conversations, the videos, and even text messages exchanged at these parties will tell the story, because especially if you're, you know, if you texted someone about this, and I'm sure some people did, it was recorded, so there's gonna be dirt coming out. Did someone say tuna? Yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuna. Okay, just a short break to remind you guys, if you like my video, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications to be notified whenever I show up in my little dark corner of the internet, whenever I go live in my little dark corner of the internet, even though it is not dark web yet. I'm not on dark web yet, but who knows? So what happens next? What happens next in this situation? We're going to see more names come out in, you know, the upcoming days and weeks. I'm sure of it. And not just the big names we've already discussed. There could be people who were at these parties who didn't even realize what they were walking into. Because to be fair, just because you've seen, because I see a lot of people posting on social media saying like, oh, look, this person, this celebrity shook hands with with Diddy, or oh look, this person was seen at a gala, you know, being friendly with Diddy. Like, just because there are pictures like that doesn't mean that this person was involved in the freak-offs or was attending freak-offs. Mind you, to be fair, even if a celebrity was attending freak-offs, it's not certain that they knew what they were walking into or that they participated. The fact that they stayed quiet about illegal activities that were very, very clearly illegal activities, yeah, that's not great. But not everyone on this list is gonna be guilty, right? Yet you getting you're getting a Tor browser soon? No. Okay, I'm not going on dark web. No. But I see, you know, because I see a lot of people just like posting random picture of a celebrity, this XYZ celebrity shaking hands with Diddy or like hugging Diddy or something, and they're like, oh look, accomplice, oh my god, another person, another celebrity goes down. And it's just like, no, but you don't even know the context, you don't even know, maybe this was like their first and only meeting. Would you punch someone? Like, just, you know, at your first meeting? What were they supposed to do? Like, punch him in the face? Even though they just met him or something? I don't know. But there's definitely some celebrities that were closer to Diddy, like, you know, Ashton Kutcher or Kevin Hart or LeBron James or Kobe Bryant, who, okay, to be fair, like Kobe Bryant, there's a conspiracy theory that says he was going to expose Diddy, and like a month, I think, like, oh, he was at Diddy's party and then a month later he was dead because his helicopter plunged to the ground and crashed. So there's that. I don't know, allegedly. I don't have any evidence to support or deny these claims. He did know him, yes. He was at parties with Diddy. Okay, so this brings to mind a 2018 incident involving a man named Jonathan Odai. I think that's what his name is. Let me pull it up. Jonathan Odai, who made headlines after a bizarre shooting at a Miami hotel. So he was a shooter, like he just, I don't know, he went crazy. He's apparently a porn star. I'm just gonna say porn star because I don't even know. I don't know if YouTube is gonna probably like ban this video, whatever. But Odai claimed to have been, he claimed, right, like this guy claimed that he was a sex slave to Diddy and his then girlfriend Cassie Ventura, alleging that he was involved in their drug-fueled parties. He even mentioned settling with Diddy for a hefty sum, which, you know, raises some eyebrows about the validity of his statements and the fact that he was, well, you know, like, oh, he's a porn star, and then he was like a sex slave, and then he settled with Diddy for a big sum. So everyone's like, okay, so are your claims, you know, true or not? So his claims included a conspiracy about how drugs were moved through the hip-hop community, involving private jets that went unchecked by customs. His assertion about a hip-hop agenda for drug distribution may sound outrageous, but given recent events, I mean, you know, there's gonna be some questions. Okay, so the scandal continues. We have more. I'm not even done yet. Dude, this is, I mean, yeah, like we're halfway done, but there's some things. So as this scandal continues to unfold, many are calling for accountability from those who have been complicit in these alleged activities, including high-profile figures who have supported Diddy in the past. Notably, there are reports that Diddy is currently under suicide watch, as I said, a detail that, you know, adds to the seriousness of the situation. Mind you, there's like other rumors. The rumor has it that he is refusing food, as in Diddy went on a hunger strike because big stream, hey. But there is a rumor that Diddy went on a hunger strike because he's afraid that someone is gonna poison his food. But I'm here like, Okay, are we forgetting something? First of all, starvation is a thing. You can't, in fact, survive without food. So, option A, you get poisoned because you ate food that was poisoned. Option B, I don't eat, so I'm gonna die anyway because I didn't eat. So you're gonna starve. Well, you know, take it as you will. Let's look at as the fact of the day says. What? Gonna be a long one. Get cozy. Yes, get cozy, get your beverage, get a blanket, you know, make yourself comfortable. We're not done because I haven't even gone over like the murder, alleged murder, or rather, okay, let me rephrase that, mysterious death. Okay, so let's look at the rumors and some very strange behavior we've seen in the recent days from some of the most famous A-list celebrities in Hollywood, because it's, well, safe to say, very concerning. We have Usher, who suddenly wiped 7,000 alt tweets. Just suddenly. Like, if you go to his to his Twitter and you go to media, he's got nothing. He had posts. Like, now he's just reposting, maybe retweeting like official stuff or something. Then we have Megan Fox, who... Whoops. Why? Oh, God. Dear God, why? Okay, then we have Megan Fox, who also followed suit and wiped pretty much everything on her Instagram. I love how like Justin Bieber's song is just like randomly playing on my stream. Great. Wait, let me just like turn it off because it's, you know, it's gonna be like very weird if it plays on my stream. Okay. Alright, it's good. We're good. So yeah, Megan Fox, okay, to be fair, like, I think this has been debunked, like Megan Fox, like, recently debunked that she wiped her... I'm not sure about Instagram, though. Because people are saying, like, oh, Twitter, she wiped it, or, you know, wiped her Twitter in a few years ago. So it's not, you know, it's not valid. But Instagram, she had Instagram. And this one, I think she wiped it recently. So, yeah, she deleted her posts. So Megan Fox also, this is like a weird thing. I don't know. Okay, I'm not sure if this is actually related to this whole situation, but on at least one occasion in an actual interview, Megan Fox admitted to performing secret rituals with other celebrities during which they would drink each other's blood. What the fuck? What in the world? You know what? Let me play that clip because it's wild. It is absolutely crazy. Okay.
Just a few drops, but yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only. It is used for a reason, and it is controlled where it's like, let's shed a few drops of blood and each drink it. He's much more haphazard and hectic and chaotic, where he's willing to just like cut his chest open with broken glass and be like, take my soul. Let me bleed on you. It doesn't not happen, let me tell you. Maybe not exactly like that, but a version of that has happened many times.
Yeah. One of many wild days in Hollywood, because why not? You know, apparently that's a thing. Apparently they drink each other's blood. Well, this just came out in light of the Diddy drama and just, yeah, the Diddy case. So next we have one of the biggest names. We have J-Lo. So J-Lo used to actually date Diddy back in 1990, between 1999 and 2001. So 1 or 2 years. And she allegedly attended many of Diddy's freak-off parties and like white parties. Rumor has it that 50 Cent named J-Lo in the case against Diddy, saying that she had allegedly engaged in sex activities with minors during these parties. That's not my words, that's 50 Cent. That's 50 Cent. So 50 Cent claims that Ben Affleck knew about all of this, and when they started dating, when they were like married, he jumped the ship to not get involved. So she continued even after, allegedly, she continued even after she broke it off with Diddy. Like, she was still close to Diddy. It is rumored that Diddy had blackmailed J-Lo with the footage of her engaging in these certain activities with young boys. So because this was recorded, she was being blackmailed and she had to continue. Again, this is all alleged, but some compare J-Lo's role in Diddy's freak-offs to Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein's case. Safe to say, it's not looking good. It's looking very, very bad. And, you know, these allegations are just that, allegations, or are they? Well, there's several websites and news outlets and gossip websites that reported that J-Lo's team is on quote-unquote high alert due to her connections to Diddy, and they're having constant meetings to discuss the situation, to kind of like do damage control or prepare for what's coming. Daily Mail reported that J-Lo's team's main concern is that the star might end up getting dragged back into the 1999 nightclub shooting case. And here's a quote from the video by Daily Mail. Okay. The singer's management team is preparing a plan in case she gets dragged into the ongoing criminal investigation into her ex, Sean Diddy Combs. Into her ex, Sean Diddy Combs, who she dated between 1999 and 2001. Lopez, along with Diddy, was arrested on December 27, 1999, over the shooting of Natanya Rubin, I guess, and two others outside the Times Square club in Manhattan. So that's that. Okay, so while J-Lo was cleared of all charges and released after 14 hours, Diddy was charged with 4 weapons-related crimes, though he was later also cleared of those charges and released as well. Now we go to Ashton Kutcher, who is also Diddy's longtime friend. Daily Mail reported that in the light of recent controversy around Diddy, Kutcher's wife, actress Mila Kunis, I never know how to pronounce her name, but Mila Kunis, she demanded that her husband restricted any and all contact with Diddy. I mean, the two definitely have history. They even hosted one of Diddy's famous white parties together on July 4th, 2009, so they are associated. This is not to say that Kutcher is or was involved in any illegal activity, but it definitely doesn't look good. Let's add to it the fact that a while ago, by the way, this is a picture of Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis, and Danny Masterson. You may or may not know this name. This is another actor from That 70s Show. And he was accused of and found guilty of rape on 2 women and sentenced to 30 years in prison. So he's in prison. And Ashton Kutcher apparently defended him publicly. So, you know, there's that. Now, why would Ashton distance himself and disappear from the face of the internet all too suddenly? Because he's been awfully quiet about Diddy. Well, he might be feeling that, you know, heat from the rumored Diddy tapes, and he might be getting blackmailed by Diddy. Okay, so we have another video from this account from Ian Carroll and on Twitter. And he actually explains that, explains or summarized this case much better, or at least like Ashton Kutcher's involvement. So let me play that video and you guys can watch it.
Do you know the story from 2001 when a young Ashton Kutcher got stood up on a date and then the next morning that girl had been murdered? And you remember how Kanye said that they couldn't control him because he ain't never killed no one? And listen, I'm not accusing Ashton Kutcher of murder or anything else. I'm just saying there might be a lot of skeletons in his closet. And this story is pretty weird. And it was a crazy unsolved murder case from the start. But then just last year, a new spicy detail dropped that is just tinfoil max.
Okay.
So on the morning of February 22nd, 2001...
Okay, this one is like maybe related to Diddy. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's a wrong video. Sorry, I thought it was a. This is about a murder case. Oh wait, does that mean that Diddy has something on him, like regarding the murder? Never mind. I messed up my videos. Never mind. This is the wrong video. But you guys can go to Ian Carroll's X and his X Twitter. Jesus, I can't say X with like a straight face. Anyway, this one is longer. I think I lost the video. Damn. Because I had another video from Ian Carroll and it was like a 1-minute video, so I wanted to play that, but this is the wrong video. Well, still shocking. Is Ashton Kutcher involved in a murder case, and maybe Diddy covered up for him? Well, we'll see. I have to rewatch. I have to watch this video. This is not the video that I was going to play. Anyway. Sona being scammed. This is absolutely the wrong video. I was just like, what? That's not the video that I watched. Okay, I lost that one. Sorry. Okay, so next up we have Kim K. Kim K. You know what I'm talking. Kim Kardashian. And boy oh boy, Kim and the entire clan have something to explain. See, several days after Diddy was arrested and his houses raided, people obviously started talking about the case, right? Diddy's connections and involvement with different celebrities. The Kardashian-Jenner clan found themselves on that list. Allegedly, of course. But not alleged is the fact that Kim's lawyer started sending out cease and desist letters to anyone who mentioned her name in the Diddy case. Hi, I'm still waiting for mine. One such person is Alfred Mose, who posted this on Twitter on September 22nd. Kim Kardashian's lawyer hit me with a cease and desist after I posted a video where someone suggested she might be under FBI investigation for blackmail, drugging men, and possibly being involved in the infamous Diddy Tapes. Their threats and intimidation are pointless. Nothing. So this is the lawyer, and this is the cease and desist. Dear Sir or Madam, I'm an attorney for Kim Kardashian and write to demand that you immediately cease and desist from publishing false and defamatory statements on the X account about my client. Your post, as detailed in the attached letter, plays a video that makes a slew of false, disturbing statements, including that Miss Kardashian is being investigated by the FBI as in evidence recovered from P. Diddy's home and committed crimes including blackmail, theft, and drugging men. Your statements claiming Miss Kardashian has committed crimes or is involved or being investigated for crimes are categorically false and illegal. Please confirm immediately that the post has been removed or Miss Kardashian will pursue legal action for your defamatory statements. I mean, it sounds scary. It really sounds scary, except there's this other thing. The supposed lawyer, Christina Davis, isn't actually eligible to practice law in the state of California. So, I don't know, like this person says that what she just did is highly illegal. I don't know, I'm not a legal expert. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know. If you happen to know the law regarding this practice within the US and California, like let me know if this is correct, because I know like, oh, even if they send me like cease and desist letters, I'm literally not in the US. Like all you can do is like offer me to like, I don't know, like just wipe thing or you got me my cease and desist letters. Like that's all it will do to me. But yeah, cease and desist letters are pretty I would say they're pretty scary. Well, I mean, like they sound scary. They're not like legally binding or anything like that. Like they're just like basically mean comments that are calling for you to like, oh, take down the video. It's a lie, defamation. And that's it. Obviously, like they can pursue legal action if you're in the same jurisdiction. Like if you're not even in the same country, that's like they literally can't do anything. So yeah. Okay, so rumor has it that Kim's legal team is also on high alert because of the Diddy case. Again, allegedly, I don't know if her involvement is alleged. I didn't see anything that suggested or any evidence that suggests that Kim was involved with those parties. Like I did see some videos of Khloe Kardashian talking about like how she flew over to Diddy's parties. So I didn't see a video of Kim. I did see a video of Khloe, like on one, I think it was like a one episode of, you know, the reality TV show, like their show, where she was talking to Courtney and like another friend, and she was saying like, yeah, I took a jet, I flew over at 5 a.m. and, you know, people were buck naked, and then I got an IV. Like, oh, everyone got an IV afterwards. So there's that. I don't know, like there was nothing about Kim. It was just Khloe, so I don't know. Yeah, again, but still, everything allegedly. Okay, and yeah, you know, they're sending letters left or right. I guess I'm waiting for mine any day now. You guys, this may be my last stream, by the way. As usual, it was an honor discussing cases and making videos for you guys. Please remember my channel from time to time. And while you're reminiscing, make sure to play, I don't know, Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On. That's how you should remember my channel. Whenever you think about my channel, just play that song. Not on our watch. Hey. Litfin, hi. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. You get an IV and you get an IV. Yeah, seriously. Everyone gets an IV. And now we're getting to this truly scary part of this video, of this case. And some terrifying allegations regarding Diddy's late girlfriend slash partner slash wife. I don't know if they were married. I don't think they were married. Kim Porter. So there's oh, by the way, like this is just in relation to in relation to what I was talking about, like about Kim and Courtney and Khloe knowing Diddy and hanging out with Diddy. Well, this is a picture of Kim and Khloe and I guess Kylie Jenner with Diddy. Again, this is just a picture. That's they might have just met him, but doesn't seem so from Khloe. Like at least Khloe was at one of his parties. Not sure about Kim, not sure about Kylie Jenner. I don't know everything alleged. But now we're getting to the scary part. So Diddy's late girlfriend, Kim Porter. Just yesterday, a significant development surfaced, reigniting suspicions that have been circulating since the tragic death of Kim Porter. So Porter, who was only 47 when she passed away under what many consider very mysterious circumstances, she died of lobar pneumonia in California. Lobar pneumonia. So lobar pneumonia, I can't pronounce this, but it's a type of pneumonia that attacks one or more lobes of the lungs. It's caused most commonly by a bacterial infection that starts from inhaling said bacteria. What happens next is cough, difficulty breathing, and fever. This is she died in like 2018. This is pandemonium era. So that's not COVID, but okay. So very randomly, she just dies of this pneumonia. Yeah, like I know that a lot of you guys are gonna say like, oh, this sounds like COVID. This was 2018. That's not COVID. That's just very random freak accident or accident of pneumonia. Very, very strange random pneumonia. Okay, so people, as in the magazine, the news, reported that Kim Porter had been suffering from flu-like symptoms for several days before she died on November 15th, 2018. Her autopsy was completed the day after her passing, and mind you, at first, the cause of death was listed as deferred. Deferred? I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but deferred. And the matter was, quote, pending investigation. It was later changed to this lobar pneumonia, and that's the reason why she died, right? So that's, I don't know. Porter and Diddy dated on and off in the 90s and then between 2003 and 2007, ultimately ending their relationship in 2007. This was particularly shocking. They had children too, but this was very shocking given that at the time in 2018, Kim Porter had been preparing to publish a tell-all book, like memoir, about her life and about her life with Diddy, a high-profile figure in the music industry, right? Now, fast forward to the recent announcement that Kim Porter's book titled Kim's Lost Words, A Journey for Justice from the Other Side, will hit the shelves. Like this book is hitting the shelves. It's a 60-page memoir, reportedly leaked by her friends, and it contains diary entries that, or Kim's diary entries that hint at dark secrets involving Diddy. According to the publisher, one of Porter's friends, fearing for their safety, provided them with information about the book. In this memoir, Porter allegedly recounts finding and duplicating, copying intimate tapes that Diddy had recorded with young men he managed and other young boys and at like freak-offs, including videos of a pop star who later became a household name. This is the pop star in question is not named, but not revealed, but yeah, we know who it is, possibly. So she seemed to realize, like at the time, she was going to leave Diddy, and she realized the potential dangers of these discoveries. She copied the files, stated that the tapes contained shocking content. It wasn't only that, it was other things, much more than she anticipated. That's what she told her friends. This includes references to parties that went beyond the ordinary, beyond legal, involving minors and questionable behavior. So this is what she saw in those files. And then as the narrative unfolds, it's chilling to learn that the final entry from Porter, from like in her diaries before, or at least not the diary, sorry, her final interaction with one of her friends, allegedly, was this frantic call to her friend in which she said, quote, "He got me." And then she disconnected, and then the friend called 911 to her house. So that's very, very strange. I mean, this left many people questioning the circumstances surrounding her death. Moreover, just this Monday, I'll be sure, real name Albert Joseph Brown, Kim's ex-partner, with whom she had a son, he took to Instagram making claims about this major conspiracy surrounding Kim's death, alleging that Kim and Kim's knowledge of Diddy's illegal activities and her intention to expose him basically led to her death. Like, he didn't really go deep into it, but he's just like, yeah, like she was trying to do what Cassie Ventura did, or like with like the lawsuit and stuff, but she couldn't, unfortunately. She couldn't make it, as in like she died before she could do anything else. So Albert revealed all the strange circumstances surrounding Kim's death, like the fact that none of the people who showed up at her home that day were questioned by the police. None of them. Publicists, people who saw her, first, or who arrived before the medical staff, like no one. Diddy? No, not really. No one was questioned. But yeah. Albert also claims that, or I'll be sure also claims that this is not the first time that he's bringing up Kim's death as tragic murder, and he's been trying to get authorities to investigate this case for years, and had been just most of the time he'd been ignored repeatedly, and he was even silenced in multiple occasions. So like authorities did not want to investigate or reopen this case. I'll be sure also revealed that Kim kept notes about Diddy and his crimes, notes which were going to be published in her book, but those, along with Kim's computer and other electronic devices, mysteriously disappeared. So this is actually what he said, quote, "Miss Porter's missing devices, allegedly already in evidence, unquestionably contain the critical evidence that have been concealed. I'm convinced that evidence corroborates closely with details outlined in the recently released public indictment document. Additionally, it is pertinent to note that the individuals involved in this matter may also be connected to also concealing the alleged murders of several prominent artists. And that probably includes, like, I don't know, this is allegedly, obviously, but there is it's suggested or, you know, insinuated that this might include other high-profile celebrities that died. Michael Jackson, who knows? I don't know who else was, like, involved with Diddy, but, you know, several people. But, okay, to be fair, allegedly, everything allegedly. But to be fair, in response to these claims, Diddy's attorney Erica Wolf wrote that not only were Albie's claims false, but Kim Porter's upcoming book was fake as well. And she wrote this quote, "The Kim Porter memoir is fake. It is also offensive, a shameless attempt to profit from tragedy. Chris Todd has no respect for Miss Porter or her family, who deserve better." Unlike the fabrications in his sickening memoir, I guess that's the author? That's weird. Or publisher, I guess publisher. Unlike the fabrications in his sickening memoir, it is an established fact that Miss Porter died of natural causes. May she rest in peace, end quote. I don't know. I mean, you know, allegedly, who knows what's gonna happen. I guess we shall see what evidence emerges in the upcoming days and weeks. I'm waiting for the authorities to give us an update on those like 90 devices and hard drives and like what they found there. Maybe release some videos, maybe release some, you know, at least like description of like what was found, maybe some messages. So what did they find on these devices? Of course, again, Diddy's legal team is fighting back, you know, like all those, like asking for the judge to like release him on bond on like $50 million bail and just put him on house arrest. And I don't know, like arguing that he's been so cooperative and he's been nothing but cooperative, and he's afraid for his life in prison. It's like, well, tough titmouse. As we wait for more details, one thing is pretty clear to me. This case is far from over. There could be additional charges, and prosecutors have hinted that others may soon be implicated as well and called to be a witness or charged as well. Well, I mean, the case is not over. There's a lot that's gonna come. The road ahead of Diddy is uncertain, but we will be following every step of this case. I will be following every step of this case, and we will see what's gonna come out. Okay, that's it. But this stream is over. This case is over for today. Oh my god, that was long. Jesus Christ, why is it long? Apologies for one of the videos not being the right one. I lost that one. I don't know. I mixed it up. I thought it was that one, but it wasn't. I got confused. But if you go to Ian's, Twitter account, I'm sure you're gonna find some other summaries, and you can rewatch. You can actually watch that video. It's like 10 minutes long. That's why I didn't play it, because I'm like, oh, okay, this one is long. But classic scuff. Oh well. You guys. What do you guys think? It's a messy case. So much questions need to be answered. Absolutely. You think Diddy will be released to house arrest? Honestly, there's a chance. I personally wouldn't, but because he's absolutely a flight risk, I would not trust that he's not gonna bounce. Because he's been, like, it's not the first time that he's, right, like, avoiding legal consequences, for sure. So I wouldn't personally release him, but we will see. Well, that's up for the judge to decide. Up to the judge to decide, yeah. That's alright. There's no scuff without Sona. Hey! Scuff Sona. House arrest with those reverse bear traps? What? Like from Saw. Oh no! Seriously? Seriously. Well, as I said, like, I personally, like, if I were in, you know, if I were the judge, I probably wouldn't, because it's just too risky. I don't think they should. Also, Diddy was put in a cushy cell with, what's his name? The cryptocurrency scammer guy. The big guy who, like, took people's money and instead of, like, investing it or, you know, investing it in cryptocurrency, like he actually, like, took it and bought like, mansions for himself. And he was like claiming like, oh, this is an investment. Oh, this is an investment. That's investing. And it's like, no, you just bought your houses. What the heck? But yeah, he was put in prison in the cell block, I guess, in the same block with this guy. So, you know, interesting conversations probably happen in that cell. Extreme crimes call for extreme punishments. Either that or donating all his savings to VTubers. Hey. I support this notion. But although I don't know if I would want that, like, blood money, kind of. I don't think I would like that money. I don't want that. I don't want money from Diddy. It's okay. I don't want it. That's dirty money. I don't want that. I'm okay. I'm okay as it is. I'm okay here on my little channel. I don't need more money. So I just appreciate a good company. Thank you, guys. Sam Bankman. Oh, Sam Bankman Fried. Yeah, the fact that his name is Bankman. But yes, that guy. Yeah, like, so they are buddy prison buddies. The world's generous billionaire. I know, right? But yeah, thank you so much, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Again, everything is alleged, but in case I get those cease and desist letters, next stream is gonna be a handcam stream, and I'll do some origami, I guess, on stream. What do we have? What else do we have? Okay, before I finish the stream, before we wrap up, we have a couple of streams this week. This is like just the first stream of the week. I do have, tomorrow we have scary videos, and this time it's all the video, and the videos are about scary reflections, terrifying mirror reflection videos. So, you know, if you were scared already of all those terrifying ghost encounters, let me just give you one more nightmare, because who needs dreams when we can have nightmares? You don't need to chase your dreams. Your nightmares are gonna chase you. But yeah, tomorrow we're watching some terrifying mirror reflection videos. There's a lot of them. There's more than I expected, and I'm scared. Don't wake up. If you wake up at 3 a.m. at night, don't go to the bathroom. If you have to go to the bathroom, keep it in. Hold it in. Don't look at the mirror. Shai, thank you so much for the super. Sona only needs compliments and matcha latte. Yeah, that fuels me. That fuels my life. So, matcha latte. I mean matcha latte. Okay, then I'm gonna take a break to work on the case for Sunday. And on Saturday, we have a hangout, Patreon hangout with Platinum, Ruby, and Diamond tiers. We're gonna be playing Minecraft, but also I want to talk to you guys about horror movies. So what horror films do you, do you recommend? Maybe it was the weirdest horror movie that you've watched. This is gonna be the topic. The weirdest horror movie that you've seen or you've watched. And would you recommend it? Or like the most ridiculous ones. Or the scariest ones too. Everything about horror movies. As we're gonna, as we're playing Minecraft, as we're building something fun in Minecraft, we can talk spooky stuff. Joshua, my face in the mirror. Oh. And then we have a case here on YouTube on Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Another creepy internet mystery case to be announced. But that is it for today. Thank you so much. And I really I saw the TV glow. Jesus. What? Oh, that's a horror movie? Damn, I've never seen it. Never heard of it. Interesting. I don't like the title. I already don't like the title. And do not do the Bloody Mary challenge. Don't do that. Like if you wake up at 3 a.m., don't. Just don't. If you have to go to the toilet at 3 a.m., don't. If you have to look in the mirror at 3 a.m., oh my god, don't. Just don't leave your bed. Don't move. That's it. Cover yourself head to toes. Hold it in. You know, times are tough. Don't. You wanna live, you wanna survive? Don't. I mean, don't do that. Not don't survive. Just don't get out of bed. Sona will watch 8-Legged Freaks. Jesus. Willy's Wonderland with Nick Cage. What? Is that real? Dude, you guys know about like some horror movies that I've never seen, never heard of. Some of it was actually filmed in the same town my dad lives. That's I saw the TV glow. Interesting. What? 3 a.m. is when my demon friends come over. No. Don't go outside. The world is dangerous. That's the lesson I always want to convey, you know, like stay safe out there. The world is dangerous. Don't do stuff that is gonna put you in danger. Don't talk while eating. You might choke. That's gonna put you in danger. You know, everything can put you in danger. Everything can kill you. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. You're outside. Well, no, this is just a backdrop. I'm not outside. Dude, make no mistake. There's a glass. There's a glass, but you know, behind me. There's a bulletproof glass behind me, and I am safe. This is just I'm inside. I'm inside. I'm not going out there. But don't breathe. Smog is dangerous. Yeah, literally, don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't go outside. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Stay safe out there. Stay tuna. Always lock your doors and windows. There are your haxes. Like this video, subscribe because shameless promo, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I'll see you guys tomorrow.